take shelter as well. Besides that, I also just want to show you some pictures that we have. If we can pull up those pictures while we kind of reset our radar right now to show you where some of the damage has been in Illinois. This is why we've been so concerned about this over the past few days. Last week, Sean and Angela were talking about the possibility of severe storms, and this is what happened earlier in Roanoke, Illinois today. This is the damage potential we saw in Peoria, Illinois. And as we take a look at more pictures, we're not saying that this is going to happen in central Indiana. However, it is going to be possible that we have severe storms. Sean, you have some new information?
Yeah, and we said that this was certainly a possibility to see the warning changed. We've got Doppler radar indicated tornado warnings for Fountain, Park, and Vermilion counties in west central Indiana, and that goes until 2:45 with a storm very capable of producing a tornado near Caitlin and moving northeast at 65 miles per hour. So that is the storm cell. Kelly, if you want to dive into that one, again, that's the one we've been following that's had a report of a tornado. That's the one just over the state line near Danville, Illinois. And we're going to see this warning extended. So as we expected, it includes Covington.
So, Sean, are they going to change that to a tornado warning then?
That's what just came down here at 2:15. Okay. So, you know, based on probably what they're getting out of Illinois, the spotter's probably still indicating. I'm looking for something here to give me some estimation on that. But yeah, tornado warning should update here momentarily, I would assume.
Okay, so we're going to start to see, it sounds like, again, as Sean pointed out, from what the spotters are seeing near Danville, Illinois, because of that, the National Weather Service office in Indianapolis is going to upgrade those severe thunderstorm warnings to tornado warnings. So we're going to start to see that change here in the next minute or so. What you need to know, if you live in Covington, if you live in Kingman, if you live up toward Attica, if you live across parts of Warren and Benton counties, now is the time. You've got a few minutes to get into the safest part of your home. Lowest level, if you've got a basement, get there. Away from windows and doors, get into the center of your home, a closet, a bathroom, both will work, as we do expect this thunderstorm cell that, again, we're getting some reports of a tornado associated with it, is going to rapidly move to the north and east. Covington, Attica appear to be in the path of this cell. Covington, this is going to happen just before 2:30 at 2:27, and Williamsport about 10 minutes later, 2:37. So we've got 2:18 on the clock right now. So this gives you a good 10 minutes to get in your safe place. We don't want you to take that long. Go now if you live in Covington, if you live toward West Lebanon, if you live in Williamsport. In the next 10, 20, 30 minutes, this cell is going to be across the state line. Very rapidly moving thunderstorm cells, and have been responsible for tornadoes and lots of tornado damage across parts of Illinois. And we're now starting to see that local impact as these start to move our way. Again, getting information that those severe thunderstorm warnings are going to be upgraded to tornado warnings from the National Weather Service office out of Indianapolis. Meteorologist Kelly Green on live Doppler 13 radar. Let's expand the view because we want to show you really this is going to have a large impact across central Indiana over the next several hours. Again, it's 19 minutes after 2 o'clock on this Sunday afternoon, and this is what we're going to be dealing with. This line of storms extends from Chicago, Illinois, south through about Terre Haute into the southeastern sections of Illinois, and this line, as Sean pointed out, of individual supercells most likely is going to merge into what we call a squall line, and most likely we're going to start to see that wind damage threat increase over the next several hours. From 2:20 on Sunday afternoon through probably at least 7 o'clock this evening, we're going to be in and out of coverage for you because we want to make sure that you and your family are safe on this Sunday afternoon as we track a tremendous line of thunderstorm activity. And some of those pictures that we've seen out of Illinois of that tornado on the ground and some of the damage left behind, you could actually see, Nicole, some pockets of insulation blown. At times, we've been following some of those pictures on social media, cars that were flipped on top of homes.
Exactly, Angela, and that's why we've really been watching these very closely. Again, that tornado warning for Fountain County until 2:45 this afternoon. Sean's been continuing to update and check social media, look for new pictures as well as including looking at those chat rooms from Illinois to see exactly what we're experiencing across some portions of west central Indiana, because as Angela mentioned, this is just the beginning of what will happen as we go through the afternoon. As you gave that timeline, this is exactly what we were expecting.
Yeah, if we could, guys, let's go to the GR2 radar, because I want to show a time lapse of how this is all shaking out here. And we're going to show you some polygons. Now, we've been talking about the potential for a tornado earlier, just several minutes ago, about 10-15 minutes ago, southwest of Danville. So if we do have a tornado, it's going to be right here. You see the red shaded polygon, so it includes Perrysville, it includes Covington, and beyond that, we've got the severe thunderstorm warning that includes Williamsport and Odell. Now, I'm going to back up the radar and put it into lapse mode. You can see the general progression. I mean, these are fast-moving cells. You can almost see this thing rotating, a little spin there, a little curvature around Danville. So I would expect that's where we would have a tornado if it's still in progress. And in fact, you know, as I mentioned earlier, we had some reports that there was a tornado in progress 10 or 15 minutes ago. Angela?
Yeah, Sean, and that one is moving very quickly. It's already across the state line, and you can see from this latest image on live Doppler 13 radar that is near Covington. So hopefully you took our advice and our warnings to get into the safest part of your home. What is in Covington, Indiana right now is what was in Danville, Illinois just a few minutes ago, and there were trained spotters that had their eyes on a tornado on the ground, Sean. So I'm a little concerned with that area near Covington, south through Perrysville. Hopefully you're in the safest part of your home, because this is a very dangerous storm, and we want to make sure that you stay safe this afternoon into this evening. Again, this is a close-up view as we monitor a thunderstorm cell, again, near Covington. If there is going to be some rotation with this, most likely it's in this area here. We had that rotation or that report of a tornado just southwest of Danville, Illinois, racing northeast. So again, we do think it's in this area near Covington. Covington, you are one area under a tornado warning until 2:45. It's not going to last that long because it's over you now. We want to put a track on this and kind of track it to the north and east, give you several cities that will be in the path of this perhaps destructive thunderstorm. It's in Covington now. Petersburg, Williamsport, you're also in the path. If this holds together by about 2:39 or so, into Attica. So this is going to move very quickly across the northwestern part of our viewing area. And if you live from Covington to Petersburg, Williamsport, south to Attica, please be in the safest part of your home and away from windows and doors. Let's expand the view just a bit on live Doppler 13 radar, because we're going to show you this long line of thunderstorms, and this is what's moving our way. Really, the strongest part of this line is going to move across our northwestern viewing area. Crawfordsville, Lafayette. Not to you yet, but this cell that has prompted the tornado warnings near Covington right now is moving northeast 60, 65 miles per hour. So you do have a few minutes to stay ahead of this storm. Lafayette to Crawfordsville, this one is moving northeast, and it has prompted tornado warnings. Sean and Nicole, do we have any spotters in that area? Are we starting to get any information as that one came out of Danville, Illinois, and moved our way?
Yeah, you know, I'm still monitoring the Weather Service chat room over out of Lincoln, and nothing at this time, and also watching a couple of streams from chasers that are trying to catch up to this cell. And I think that's the big tough point, is that even for trained storm chasers, these cells are just moving too fast to keep up with. So at this point, I can't give you a definite, Angela, that this is on the ground. I will tell you, if you're in that tornado polygon or that thunderstorm polygon, there's still, with or without a tornado, there is a very high likelihood of wind damage in excess of 65, 70 miles per hour.
And have we done any analysis on perhaps the velocities, how we're starting to see the wind profile with a few of these thunderstorms, to perhaps kind of pinpoint where we may actually be seeing that rotation?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's kind of in an area where it's being the base of the storm is being overshot by the two radars.
Sure.
And so that's just a little unfortunate. Even our live Doppler, it's being overshot a little bit. But as it gets a little closer to the I&D radar at the airport, and of course to our radar, we'll have a better handle on the velocities.
But we can suspect that little notch here in the radar is perhaps where we're starting to see some of that rotation.
Right, absolutely. Let me, Nicole, you take over. I'm going to check on a couple of things here about possible damage out of eastern Illinois here.
Yeah, Sean, as you take a look at that, I do want to continue to analyze that radar. So if you're in that Covington area or Perrysville, as Angela was talking about, you need to take cover right now.